This is going to be a general love reading for all signs. Today is Saturday. And I hear a song immediately, which is kind of strange. It's a song from when I was a child. I think we're alone now. Beating of my heart is the only sound. Funny too, because on live earlier on Instagram, xi_missy_xi, I saw a comment someone put, and it said, oh, I wish there was a heart beating emoji. And it's just so funny because there's something about a heartbeat. It comes through like immediately, because as soon as I tune in, it's what I hear. I think we're alone now. The beating of my heart is the only sound. Oh, it's a standoff. Oh, Seven of Pentacles waiting. You do have the King of Swords here, and this King of Swords, he is trying to be very calm. It's surface. On the surface, he's calm, but he's not. His heart's beating out of his chest. And you do have the Queen of Wands here. I know it's really far away. I'm sorry. I got a new ring light. I'm sorry. We guys got to roll with it. The Queen of Wands is fiery. She's passionate. She's sexy. She's attractive. She can't be controlled. And this King of this King of Swords is watching her do her thing, her thang, and it's like he's waiting it out. Which is kind of funny, because like, what is he waiting? What are you waiting for? I don't know what he's waiting for, but he's like, wait, I'm telling you, he's waiting it out. It's a standoff. I almost feel like this divine feminine, and that's the way this feminine's energy comes across, as a divine feminine. She's almost sort of flaunting in front of him, and not in a sexual way or anything like that, but in a way of, I cannot be controlled. And I shall not surrender. And he's just like, what? What? Okay. Well, this is a lot of cards. I mean, the end goal here is, or the end result's a 10 of Cups anyways. That's happily ever after, right? Like a feeling of having it all. But I mean, this is and they both lived happily ever after, the end. That's what that is. That's what the 10 of Cups is, right? But then we've got to get there. And I mean, you might be wondering, how do we get there when currently it's a standoff? Well, that's the beautiful thing about life. It's a journey. It's a fucking journey. Told you it's a divine feminine. The Empress. Queen of Cups. Page of Pentacles. If they asked, you would say yes. That's what I heard in my head. If they asked. What is that? Oh, hello, it's a crystal from my chandelier. I was like, what is that hanging? It's one of the crystals from my chandelier. If they asked, you would say yes. There's a lot of fears here. We've got the 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands. There's a lot of fear here. Fear in the aspect of, what if I asked and you said no? But it's like, but if you asked, I would say yes. See the standoff? It's like nothing's being asked or offered, because it's like, well, what if you say no? But she's like, I wish a motherfucker would, but they're not. And little do they know, I would say yes. There's something about quiet and hearing a heartbeat. it's like you guys aren't, something about either you've never been alone together. So it's like when you guys are alone, there's like silence, and this may have already happened or this is going to happen in the future. There's silence and you hear each other's heartbeat or some shit. I don't know. Because there's something about a heart beating. You make their heart beat fast, rapidly, you make it race. All the world goes quiet and all you hear is your heart's beat. I don't know. The star, that's Aquarius energy, Aqua Gang Gang. Jesus Christ. It's also destiny and fate, though. It's also a wish coming true. But look at what came out. Four of Wands, which is union, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. I told you, and they lived happily ever after. Well, how is that possible when you're at this point? Again, life's a journey. Life's a journey, and it may seem impossible, okay? I get this. It's this thing about that feels impossible because nothing's happening. But you guys do realize that things can happen and change in the blink of an eye, right? Like in the blink of an eye, you can go from strangers to not. Ace of Wands is action, it's movement, and also with the Ace of Pentacles and then the Four of Wands. I mean, it's like working out the kinks too, because someone here, which I think it's them, sitting in the Nine of Wands energy of fear, this is what they fear. They're like, if I asked, would you say no? If I initiated, would you say no? They're not sure you're open to it, and they most definitely don't know for sure you would say yes. So this is quite obvious that this is some type of connection where you're in something where things are very unspoken. It hasn't played out. This hasn't played out. And it hasn't played out yet because there's a waiting thing here, like waiting. And I say it like that because it doesn't feel like, oh, it's just waiting. It's like something else about that. And with the Ace of Pentacles can be moving in career change, right? And it is those things for some of you. I can feel it definitely moving or career change. Especially for the feminines, we've been talking about this often the past few months. I could feel it that a lot of shifts and changes would be happening with the feminine as far as job and career go. This is what this is. It's going from a standoff of fucking absolutely nothing happening to is a possibility. I love to say there's a possibility. And it feels overnight. And I get the impression here that once it starts, it's so fast and rapid, which is gonna feel impossible again because of how long it took. There's like it's like a waiting period, and it's not necessarily just because they've waited and took so long and dragged their feet, but a waiting period in general of divine timing. Because you can see there's some kinks here that needs to be worked out. In fact, I said that earlier. There are kinks here that need to be worked out, and probably on both people's ends. It's like frustration. I mean, look at that. It's like utter frustration. It's like, oh, someone's just, it's either someone makes someone feel frustrated, or it's like the frustration of because of the weight. Do you see what I'm saying? So the weight is, I mean, obviously the weight is frustrating if you want something to happen and it's not happening, right? But it's like all on, it's like not running late. This is not, if everything's happening exactly as it's supposed to. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Eight of Cups in reverse with the Two of Cups. So we know that the Two of Cups is basically soul connection. It's two people coming together and basically I heard the word embracing. Embracing and not running. I think there's been this thing in this connection of running. Both parties, may I add. There's a lot of push-pull. Back and forth, off, on, hot, cold. Both sides, though. But the Eight of Cups in reverse means that, well, what does Eight of Cups mean upright? It means walking away. And you can actually see that in the Two of Cups, they're facing each other. This is facing it. This is looking it dead in the fucking eye. This is, oh, that's why it was, I think we're alone now. Because, oh God, oh God, oh God. It could be the moment. Meaning the moment it actually starts. And does it start because you guys are going to be together face to face physically and you're alone and boom, there it is. If something happens, something becomes initiated. Or is this, no, that feels right. And for those of you that you can't be physically together because it's like a distance thing, it's symbolic in the sense of they're not going to keep turning their back from this connection. And for some of you, it's both of those things, right? Definitely one or the other, but for some of you, both. It's like, we're finally going to face it. We're finally going to come together. We're finally going to look each other in the eye. And hearts are going to beat rapidly. Hearts are going to beat rapidly. And there's a feeling of, you can't hear anything else. You don't even know what's going on around you. This moment happens and the world stops and all you hear is the beat of your own heart, or maybe theirs. This is a coming together. This is initiating. Strength. It will take a huge amount of strength to initiate, to become open and vulnerable, to say yes or to initiate. Two of Wands, a choice or a decision is made. Oh, yep, there he is, the King of Wands, Kang Dangalang, because he fucking finally decides. See, this tells me that it is absolutely 100 million% going to be the masculine here that's initiating. They're reaching out. They initiate something. See, the initiation part on their part is what's key here. Not that, well, they didn't initiate nothing. They didn't ask me to marry them. All they said was, would you like to go out for coffee? Bitch, it's got to start somewhere. It's got to start somewhere. Can't just be strangers and then all of a sudden, well, he didn't ask me to move in. Like, I mean, come on, right? But see, the thing here is once the initiation starts, it's the first domino that falls, which then creates and sets you both on the path to fucking happily ever after. And they lived happily ever after. And this has been a long time coming. I get the vibe, like this is like, oh my God, final fucking Lee. If you know what I mean. I'm getting like the final fucking Lee vibe here. The vibe of like, oh my God, it's finally happening. Oh my God. And so it begins. But there's been like, I mean, it's been a standoff. Neither wanting to face it, neither wanting to confront it, neither wanting to look it in the eye. And then when one goes and looks it in the eye, the other won't look at him, and then vice versa. And I don't think you guys have both looked this in the eye at the same time before. And that could very well be what's happening right now, is that you both look it in the eye. Do you know what I mean? You literally both look this in the eye and say, verbally or non-verbally. It's not even like you say anything. I think this is the feeling I get, is that this happens so organically that they don't even really like do anything major or say anything major. They don't say like, I'd like to date you and would you be interested in me romantically? I don't feel that at all. I feel like it just very naturally, organically shifts, and it's something simple. Like if you work together, before you guys finish work, they may just say, do you want to come with me to Target? Or did you bring lunch today? No? I'm going to order this. You want something? Like, you see what I'm saying? Or they text you out of the blue and just say, hey, what are you doing? That my point is that it doesn't feel like it's this big whole fucking elaborate production, although for some of you it could be a big fucking elaborate production. It could be this dramatic confession, but I just don't feel like it may come off like that. It just feels like it's such a huge big change, and there's this moment, oh, right? But it could be a moment of when you guys are together or talking on the phone or connecting where it gets quiet and the world just disappears, and it's this moment of absolute knowing and confirmation. But anyways, let's get into your extended. Should you wish to rent it, click below so you the word more. It's going to bring up all my links. Click on the first one. It's going to take you to my website, saltwaterhillstarot.com. You're going to go to the extended readings and special love/oracle readings. Now, my second vlog channel, my lifestyle channel, is Missy in Wonderland. That link is also below. I just posted a vlog really talking about love, and I've actually finally opened up a little bit about my love life, and we just talk about how men are like dessert. And if you're interested in hearing about that, I did like a little mini spread during it too. If you're interested in watching it, go check it out. Again, the link is below. That channel is more geared towards fun stuff, right? And eating and mukbang and going shopping and doing little shopping hauls. But also I will be adding things like that. I'm going to just sort of hang out with you and talk stories and connect with you on a different level than I connect with you here. Here, my main purpose is tarot and channeling and oracle cards and that kind of a stuff. There, I want to still have that be part of my channel because it's a part of my life, but also for you guys to see me in like a different way. So I'm real thankful for those of you that are already following me there. But yeah, the link is below. I'll see you guys on this channel again and in my extended, and I'll see you on that channel. Love you guys. Bye.